Oscars on ABC.
After movements like Oscars So White and Time's Up, the focus tonight is on diversity. And leaders of the Time's Up organization say that their movement to provide legal aid to victims of harassment and discrimination will be recognized during the broadcast.
We were both some of the first people to speak out against sexual harassment in our industry, not knowing what was going to happen to us. And I'm joyful tonight. Yes. I feel like so happy that telling the truth actually leads to change. It touches me that this could help people everywhere, that we're all moving forward in this movement and we're not going to stop until this behavior, this sexual misconduct, doesn't occur anymore for anyone, not just people in Hollywood.
Inclusion, diversity, intersectionality, equality are necessary in our art because they're a part of real life, and art, to be most effective, needs to mirror the human soul.
We consider it, I think, universally a love story, and also a story about family as well. I think it reaches beyond borders. I think the only antagonist in the story is time, in that these two souls that find each other don't necessarily get to stay together.
I do believe that we're in a moment where we have to think across issues. You know, people are here talking about gun control, they're here talking about sexual harassment, I'm here talking about sexual violence, and all of these things are intertwined in different ways, and we have to work across our issues to see progress happen.
The conversation is important, and that's what begins. It begins there. But remember, we're not immune to what happens in the real world, and what is happening in the real world has forced us to this moment. I mean, Hollywood, as well as any other of the institutions, have to pay attention to what's going on.
My hope is that the success of our movie will show the powers that be. These are movies people want to see. A lot of movies being honored this year are like stories that would have been considered flukes or considered not movies that should be made because they're too risky. It's not risky. If a good story is a good story, we just want them out there.
I always tell my daughter, just because she's 12.5% of the population doesn't mean that she just deserves 12.5% of the pie. I want my daughter to believe she can have the whole pie. She probably won't get it, but I want her to start off the race thinking that the world is her oyster.
I love the kinds of women's roles that I get to play, and that I'm over 50 and I've been playing some pretty kick-ass women, and I think there are going to be more women's roles in the future. There are going to be more women making decisions about what movies are made. There's so many stories to tell. I can't wait to tell more.
We have been relegated for so long. I don't mean in presenting. Obviously, women have always presented, but just in general, in the world at large, you know, women have been endlessly relegated. So it's great to see the culture changing.
From the Academy Awards red carpet in Los Angeles.